episode 32 of The Beardcaster. My name is Scott Sikora, and I am The Beardcaster. I'd like to welcome you to a podcast all about beards and mustaches and the great people who live in the community. Hear the stories and adventures from the people and learn the tricks of the trade on how to grow and maintain your facial hair. There are many interesting situations that follow those of us with facial hair, from lifestyles to competitions, tips and tricks we each have, everyday questions to daily life in the world around us. So please join me as I share the stories about these people and hear how they are using their facial hair to be awesome and to do great and fun things. Once again, my name is Scott Sikora. Welcome to The Beardcaster. You can find out more information about the podcast by going to thebeardcaster.com. There you will find links to all my social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and you can also subscribe via any of the different apps that I have available there for you to easily subscribe to, as well as streaming players. So it's super easy to find this. It's super easy to listen to. There's no excuse why you shouldn't. If you have any questions, comments, any ideas for me to talk about, you can email me at scott@thebeardcaster.com. Now today, I wanted to discuss something that's been bothering me for many years, and it was really brought to my attention I'd like to say a handful of years ago. That way I'm not giving a specific amount of years. But I went to the doctor because I suffer from, just as much as everyone, seasonal allergies, pollen allergies, grass, whatever, spores. Spring hits, and next thing you know, you have a horribly runny nose, you're sneezing, your eyes are watery, itchy throat, and just everything, just miserable. And for years and years and years, I've just been suffering from all of this just horribly. And I take medication and stuff. The doctor prescribes me some stuff. I've taken some the nasal spray, steroids or whatever that are supposed to help, and of course they don't work. And I've tried everything, and a few years ago I sat and talked with my doctor about what was possibly causing my allergies to be so extreme allergies. That's what I have. And he kind of brought it to my attention that Scott, he says, because it could be your beard. It could be the fact that your beard is just holding a massive amount of pollen, and it's just kind of hanging out all day long, and you go home and you just stir it up, and you keep stirring it up, and it just keeps going up in your nose and agitating and getting into your lungs and agitating more and more and more. Maybe you should really consider cutting it off. Yeah, right. Or maybe you should consider, cleaning it more than once a day. Now, that's a more reasonable thought and everything. So, yeah. So I guess I went with the option of cleaning it more often. But, as we've learned in the past, the more often you wash your beard with soap or whatever, it has an adverse effect on it, and it causes more damage, split ends, so on and so forth. So, today what I wanted to kind of discuss was seasonal allergies and your beard and what possibly could be happening with that, possible ways to, help you through your situation. I invited my friend Emily Gambrell, who was on the last episode, but she was kind of in the background, but she's my resident person who I go to when I have technical questions about hair. And she lives nearby, and I see her all the time, and she's really into naturalistic oils and all those different things. And I found a video on YouTube that kind of described what seasonal allergies were, and it was posted by a man named Larry Cook, and it featured Dr. Shannon Sinsheimer, who discussed seasonal allergies and naturopathic medicine. Now, that's more so along the lines of not using like decongestants and stuff like that, just diet and all that different stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play you. Emily and I sat down and discussed all this. We talked about different options and different ways of cleaning your beard, the effects of cleaning it too much, things you should use to clean your beard. And we kind of, as we were discussing everything, I think we kind of maybe stumbled on something that might actually help. But you're going to have to listen. So I'm just going to go right into this. I'm going to play a little bit of the interview, and then it's going to dive into the audio from this YouTube video, and it will give you information all about seasonal allergies and different ways that you can use natural things to help you ease some of the symptoms. And then after that, Emily and I discussed a whole bunch of different things about allergies and different ways and thoughts that I can handle it, and hopefully you get some good information out of this. So without further ado, let's just dive right into this and action. Okay, Emily,
yes.
Talk to me.
Hi.
Hi. How are you doing tonight?
I'm doing well.
Yeah?
You?
I'm doing excellent myself.
Fantastic.
So the reason I asked you to join me this evening is to talk about allergies. Not that you're an allergy expert,
Not even close.
I shared a video with you discussing allergies, pollen, seasonal allergies, and a few different naturalistic ways to deal with your allergies. But most of the reason why I wanted to talk to you is to kind of go through my personal scenario of dealing with allergies and why I think it's important to talk about. Now, like I said, I'm going to play the audio of the video before, or maybe I could just splice it in right now. I could do it that way too. But we'll just do it that way. We're going to play the audio of the video right here. And go.
Many individuals suffer from allergies and seasonal hay fever, most specifically in the fall and spring seasons. This is because there is an excess production of pollen in the air, which the body sees as foreign invaders. These foreign invaders are inhaled by the body and create an immune response very similar to a cold or flu. The body creates excess mucus and inflammation in the nasal passages. You will experience tearing or watery eyes and will have coughing. The symptoms you will feel when you have an excess production of mucus or when you're having watery eyes and a cough is that you will feel more tired, you'll feel more congested, more flu-like, you'll have trouble sleeping, and it really affects the quality of life on a daily basis because of the increase in fatigue. The foreign invaders that affect your body's immune system do so because our body views them very much like a bacteria or virus that causes a flu. And we attack, so to speak, these foreign invaders by creating excess mucus, by coughing and creating watery eyes so that our body is expelling the pollens rather than ingesting them. People who experience these problems often treat them with conventional drugs such as Benadryl, Allegra, or Claritin. These drugs often treat the symptoms but don't get to the real root of the problem. Certain side effects of these medications can be drowsiness and fatigue, as well as not completely resolving all of the symptoms. In addition, after long time use of these drugs, certain individuals feel as if the drug is no longer working as well as it used to. One of the root causes of seasonal allergies is improper elimination from the colon and poor digestion. Improper elimination from the colon is constipation. And when you are constipated, you irritate the surrounding tissue of the colon. Surrounding the colon are lymph nodes. And when you're not properly eliminating from the colon, these lymph nodes are irritated and inappropriately produce white blood cells. When you are exposed to excessive pollens, these lymph nodes inappropriately produce excessive white blood cells, making your body attack the pollen and produce allergy symptoms. When a patient comes into my office with the symptoms of seasonal allergies or hay fever, I first start with a thorough medical intake of the current problem that they're having. I also want to know a history of the symptoms throughout their life that they've experienced with this issue. I will also do a physical exam, which includes looking at their eyes, ears, nose, and throat. During the medical intake process, I also ask a thorough history of their diet, exercise, and sleep habits. When asking about their diet, I'm very curious about the type of foods, the quality of foods, and the frequency in which they eat. When assessing a patient's diet, I specifically ask about the intake of foods that are mucus-producing, such as dairy, citrus, wheat, and gluten. I ask about the patient's home environment to find out if they are being exposed to common allergens such as animal dander, if they have carpet throughout the home so that I know if they are being exposed to the dirt and environmental pollutants that carpet traps. I ask about exposure to potential molds in the home, about the outside environment, the yard environment, as to what types of pollens they're being exposed to. I ask if they have a home filtration system to see if they're removing allergens and pollens that come into the home. I ask about their sleep environment to find out if they might be exposed to mites in their mattress or excessive dust in their room. It's very important to run labs when you have seasonal allergies that assess what in your diet may be aggravating your symptoms, what foods may be causing excessive mucus, what foods may be adding to the inflammation process that's occurring. The lab test I run is a blood test that assesses IgG food sensitivities. Food sensitivities are not food allergies, but are foods one may be sensitive to and contribute to excessive mucus production and inflammation. Assessing food sensitivities allows me to determine which foods may be worsening the allergy symptoms. And finally, to determine which allergens a patient may be allergic to, such as specific pollens, danders, and mites, I would run an allergy test. One of the first things I want to do when I see somebody with seasonal allergies is to address their colon health and their diet. By addressing colon health, you increase elimination and decrease the white blood cells response or the immune system's response to pollens. To address the colon and digestive health, I will first begin with dietary changes. Dietary changes I would make would include eliminating foods that produce mucus, inflammation, and slow down the digestive process. Those foods are dairy, wheat, gluten-containing foods, citrus, red meats, soy, eggs, potatoes, and caffeinated products. Whole organic foods, such as those that you find in the produce aisle, are nutrient-dense, reduce inflammation, and improve elimination from the colon. Therefore, I recommend to my patients that they eat these foods every day. I also prescribe several supplements. I begin with digestive enzymes and probiotics. Digestive enzymes improve the body's ability to digest food and the digestive process. Taking probiotics increases the amount of good bacteria in the colon. By increasing the amount of good bacteria in the colon, you improve elimination and the immune system. I'll also prescribe several nutrients that can act as either anti-inflammatory or antihistamine agents. Vitamin C and bromelain are both anti-inflammatory nutrients that can decrease inflammation in the sinus cavities. Quercetin and bioflavonoids are both antihistamines that decrease the body's histamine response. An herb that I often prescribe that is a powerful antihistamine is called stinging nettles. Stinging nettles is so powerful that it can in fact replace most antihistamine medication. The most effective way to use stinging nettles is to begin 6 weeks prior to when allergy season typically begins. A common symptom of seasonal allergies is nasal congestion. To help relieve nasal congestion, you can use a nasal rinse that includes warm water, sea salt, and a small amount of an herb called golden seal. To rinse the sinuses, you use a small syringe or neti pot filled with the saline herb solution. You inject the saline solution into the nose, into one nostril at a time. The saline solution will go up one nostril and come out the other nostril, and with it decrease the mucus congestion and cleanse out any bacterial overgrowth from chronic mucus congestion. I have a high success rate. For the patients who follow my protocol, they have a reduction in symptoms to no symptoms within 2 to 4 weeks, and they stop their anti-allergy meds. However, this does not mean they have a complete reduction of symptoms at their next allergy season. If they continue to work on digestion and remove dietary irritants, they will continue to reduce their symptoms from season to season. If you have allergies, there's a good chance you can eliminate them by doing what I discussed in this video. The supplements and organic food are available at your local health food store. However, if you're not finding that it's working the way you'd like it to, I encourage you to visit a naturopathic doctor to get your own individualized treatment plan.
Okay, that was wonderful,
Good
wasn't
video.
it? Yeah, it was great.
Very informative.
But anyways, the video will be in the blog post, so you can watch the video. But I wanted to kind of discuss allergies because it's something that afflicts 90 billion people on the planet, at least.
At least.
I don't know, my statistics could be incorrect, but at least that's what I thought I read on the internet.
It's a good guess.
Yeah,
Either way,
good guess.
A lot of people are affected by it.
But as a beard growing fella, I had a discussion with my doctor a few years back because I was suffering from really, really bad allergies. And I never had allergies as I was growing up through my mid-20s, through my pretty much not until my late to mid, well, I guess it would be my late 20s, early 30s when I really started getting them bad.
So you think it had something to do with your beard?
Well, as I'm timelining everything and what the doctor told me a few years ago as we were trying to figure out why my allergies seem to progressively be getting worse and I can't seem to figure out how to make them any better, we started discussing how my beard might possibly be another major cause for my allergies to be as extreme as they are. And I was kind of confused by this because I, just like Emily and I were talking, always thought a beard or a mustache was a good filtration system for...
Trapped a lot of stuff before it got in you.
Yeah. But as I discussed with the doctor, it seems to be that my beard, because of its length and size, seems to be a trap for a lot of pollen. Thank you very much. And what is happening is that my beard is collecting so much pollen throughout the day that as I'm moving around, it's causing more and more pollen to continuously go up into my nasal cavity and causing more irritation, and hence I'm not able to ever breathe.
What's not good?
That is not good.
What are we going to do about that?
Well, I don't know, but it causes me to have a runny nose, which when you have a mustache, a runny nose is never a good thing.
Messy.
It's never good for anyone.
No.
No, it's not.
No.
But the doctor had suggested to me, he gave me a couple suggestions. Well, other than putting me on like a Claritin D or a decongestant, an over-the-counter type of allergy medication, I needed to either shave my beard off or I needed to wash my beard at least twice a day, being in the morning and then when I would get home directly from work, because that would be the optimal time for me to rinse all of the pollen out of my beard that I've collected throughout the day. Now, I know, especially for me, I work outside all day and I'm climbing through trees. I'm just getting like clouds of pollen all over me, and going home, I can't breathe my entire ride home. Even though I've taken my medication earlier in the day, it's just the amount of pollen I guess I'm taking in is just not...
Yeah.
But
making it worse.
Yeah, just
regardless
making it worse.
of medicine. Have you started washing your beard more than once a day?
Well, yes. So,
and has it helped?
Well, that was the other thing. Like I said, the doctor had commented I needed to wash my beard, multiple times a day. And as we've learned, talking to Emily many months ago about cleaning your beard, sometimes washing your beard too much is not good for you because you're eliminating all of the proper oils out of your beard that need to keep it healthy and so on and so forth. But I tend to wash my beard once to twice a week, and I use a shampoo called macadamia, which is pure macadamia nut extract mixed into a shampoo form. It's a quite expensive shampoo, but for my beard, it's all worth it, right?
And they tend to be better
Yes.
than drugstore shampoos.
Yes, but even though you can buy it at the drugstore, but it's very expensive there. But what I wanted to bring Emily in on was the fact that we're discussing caring for your beard, taking care of allergies, and if you're going to be excessively washing your beard, the damage that your beard could go through, what other options we have to get through the situation to keep your beard and or mustache, I guess, because I mean your mustache could hold a lot of pollen too if you have a big mustache.
Hair.
It's hair.
It's hair.
But I figured she's my resident expert when it comes to care for hair. Why is that so funny?
Resident expert. Because
Well-
I've never been a resident expert.
Well, you are on my podcast.
I am. I'm
And
gladly take that title.
I know, because number
Well,
one, you're, like I said, you're my only one I've let care for my beard. Mm-hmm. You're the only one I've let care for my beard. Mm-hmm. Yes, and we're friends. We see each other frequently, so.
Right on. Well, I'm honored to be part of it, for sure.
But and the other thing about you is you know a lot about like natural medicine and stuff like that.
I appreciate a natural approach to things, if there is one.
Yes,
Or a helpful
I
one.
disagree. I say the more chemicals you put in your body,
That's
the better.
a lie.
No, it's not. I
No.
believe that.
But you also want to hear about the naturopath
Oh yeah,
way.
because I'm sure someone out there would rather go a natural way. I mean, for me, I need to take medicine. But I mean, there are natural ways.
There are, but for no reason should you stop taking medicine that you know works
Well, I don't know.
before trying something. I mean, always prepare for your allergy season, because I don't have allergies, so preparing for it for me is nothing. I don't do it.
Well,
I use oils every day, essential oils.
Well,
So maybe
and-
it's preventative.
And to jump back here real quick, but this year, as every year they say, this is going to be the worst year for allergies.
Oh.
But so far this year, I actually started my prescription, which is just Claritin D, regular decongestant. I started it about 4 weeks before spring really kicked in. I mean, we still had some snow on the ground, but I started it early, and I have been religiously showering twice a day to get all the pollen off of me and washing my beard, rinsing it, and my allergies have actually been really under control. So
Awesome.
tend to believe that my ability to not wash my beard in previous years has really caused a lot of the issues I've had. So at least that's what I'm seeing by my tests that I've done so far this year. But now my concern is, like I said, washing your beard too much. Like what happened? Let's go back to basics. What will happen to your beard if you wash it too much? Right now, mine's real dry.
That's usually it. Yeah, you're over stripping
That's
with
hot.
the over stripping.
Yeah.
If it's So when it comes to
Totally
that,
nude.
if you're washing daily or twice daily, it will take away all the oils that your hair, face, skin, everything needs to regulate and be shiny, healthy, normal. So
Right.
anytime you're overdoing it, you have to counteract with something and put something back in to keep it
Okay. Now this.
happy and regulated.
Now this, as we kind of discussed earlier, because I made the whole conversation have to stop because I'm like, once again, we start talking, we get the good conversation before we hit the record button. But okay, let's say I wash my beard, my mustache out with shampoo, and I need to replenish the oils in it. So I put an oil in my beard, like any over-the-counter oil that you could buy from whoever. My concern is, does that oil not make your beard more tacky and attract and hold more pollen? I would think.
It certainly could. If your beard's already holding pollen, what my point to that would be also is that if you mix that carrier oil or the oil to replenish with something that counters the allergens, so an essential oil, lemon, lavender, eucalyptus, one of those, even cypress, would be negating all the negative of extra pollen if there would be any. Technically, that oil should soak in enough that it's not going to trap any more than it normally would. Dry.
All right.
And fluffy.
Fluffy. Like floating in the air?
Sure.
Now, what is the health benefits of those specific types of oils? Or, I mean, because to me, this is something I've never really heard before about the benefits of those specific types of oils that you just mentioned, like being negators of not alligators, negators. Yeah.
Of allergens.
Yes.
Lemon carries
sourness.
It'll open your airways more, and it also is very cleansing. It's antibacterial, but it also will keep your airways more open. So you could even diffuse it if you don't want to put it on you.
All right.
Lavender is calming, so again, it calms all the nasal passages, anything that's riled up from pollen or whatever your particular.
It's agitating your nasal cavity,
yes.
And it's causing the swelling, the mucus,
runs.
like your nose running out, and then it works up into your eyes.
Yes.
And causes your eyes to be all itchy and watery.
Yes.
I don't like that part.
No, miserable.
Yeah, it is.
The oil will do that to you if you get it in your eye. Don't put oil in your eyes.
No, you don't do that. Oil is strictly for your beard or your car engine.
Not that kind of oil for your beard, though.
We don't put motor oil in our beards unless you're a mechanic and it accidentally falls in there.
Yeah, which I'm sure has happened.
I'm sure. I doubt that.
But essential oil,
never happened.
I guarantee you it's happened.
Okay, you're the expert.
My husband has had it happen. Gas too, but that's besides the point.
Oh my Lord!
Talk about dry out.
Jeez.
Not good.
No, gasoline's not good. We don't encourage anyone to put gasoline in their beards.
Not at all. But the use of essential oils can, again, if you would start it early enough or use it as a daily regimen, would act the same as Claritin D to a certain extent. It's keeping everything open, going, moving, calm. So that can be applied to chest, throat, back of your ears, bottom of your feet.
Vapor rub.
Exactly, just not chemicals.
Oh, well, there we go again. I'm the chemical
Vicks
guy.
chemicals. Apparently,
chemicals
you are.
Great.
They can be.
See, that's what I just said.
They can be.
Oh no, I said they are good.
Oh, natural. Oh no, I don't think they are good.
I
have used them. I do use them. However, if there's something else that will also work or work in turn with, and if we are talking about facial hair,
it's right in.
Then putting
some major part of your body.
Some people's facial hair.
That's not funny. There's nothing funny about that.
You said everybody's.
No, did I?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I think.
I don't have to rewind that, but
you check that out.
Yeah, I'll check it out later when I'm listening to it again.
That's right. So if you are increasing the amount of cleaning that you're doing to your facial hair, then also increase the amount of care and love you put back on it through an oil or through
You increase what?
Care and love that you put back into your.
Love. I thought you were like keratin or something.
Well, you could put keratin in there.
It was that crummy song playing that just kind of I couldn't hear you.
Blurred it right in there. And even if you use a shampoo with keratin in it, it would make it stronger. You just can't use it too much.
Could you eat a lot of carrots? Would that help?
Break. Not at all. Well, yeah, carrots are a good part of a diet, a healthy diet.
They help you see better.
They will not help facial hair necessarily.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
But if you're going to say something about eating carrots, diet is important too with allergies. So the cleaner you eat,
well, that's what we did learn in that video. As
the video says.
Yeah, I know, which was a shock to me, because I didn't realize that, as the doctor said, the colon care, the colon is super important in controlling your allergies
Even
too.
up from colon,
Yeah.
stomach. The probiotics that she suggests that people use are huge
Like Jamie Lee Curtis.
in all the yogurt. No. But dairy increases mucus. So if you have allergies, yogurt's not the best thing to eat.
Or drinking a lot of milk or eating cheese.
Yeah, or ice cream. Don't do any of that if you have allergies.
Well, that's one thing you can't really eat too well is ice cream if you have a really big mustache.
Well, that's true. So see there, one down.
Oh, yay.
No milk, no cheese.
No.
But no, our gut health, which includes the colon, is a huge part of how our body handles things. Because it's called leaky gut, as she says in the video. I think she says that. She might refer to that.
Yeah, I
So it's a
believe
repairing of your gut lining, your whole intestinal tract lining, which can prevent so many things from getting into our system that could be any day irritants from the food we eat or how our body accepts anything. Obviously, digestive to your lungs or your runny nose or your eyes doesn't directly correlate, but overall health of that will make your whole system run better.
No, absolutely. Well, my concern was that, as I've learned so far this year, it's definitely helping me to clean my beard multiple times a day. I mean, it's a night and day difference than any other year that I've ever experienced. But right now, my beard is at its worst condition it's been in years. It's just super dry, and I'm trying not to shampoo it more than twice a week. Just for the fact of I know the damaging effects of just overly shampooing it and stuff. And I use a good shampoo. I've invested in my shampoo because I know I want to keep my beard as healthy as possible. But another thing that I do is I try to I'll just stand with the water in the shower running through my beard, and I take I have a little, it's like a mustache comb. It's a little bit bigger than that, but I'll just run that through my beard with the water just to, get anything I can out of it.
As much
I'm
junk.
not getting the cleaning properties of the shampoo, but are there any other natural kind of things that you could put through? I mean, didn't you not say the apple butter?
Apple butter, you could. It'd probably smell better. It's apple cider vinegar,
that too.
ACV.
That.
Brags with the mother in it.
What?
I know. Have you ever heard of that?
No.
It's the floaters in your apple cider vinegar. It's called the mother. And that's really what works in it. It's what differentiates
the pieces of apple?
I don't think it's pieces of apple. It just kind of looks like floaters. But you want that. You need to shake it and get all the floaters stirred around before you do it. But you can rinse your hair with that, and it restores.
So it just comes in like a big 1 liter bottle at the grocery store?
Yeah.
Apple cider vinegar?
At Mark's, it's the cheapest.
All right. So
Best.
you would, let's go through the scenario of how I would properly use this, because this will be something I will definitely try. So I go to this, I get in my car.
Yes.
I put
Buckle
my
up.
car. Yeah, buckle up.
Yes,
That's number
always.
one. Drive to the store.
Yep.
I go into the store and I excuse me, sir, but may you please point me in the direction of the apple cider vinegar?
Yes.
And he will go, aisle 4. And I'll be like, thank you, sir.
Right.
So then I go to aisle 4 and I find this 1 liter bottle, usually.
Brags.
I think is that.
Yes.
Yeah.
About 1 liter.
I buy the bottle. I take it home. I get back in my car and I buckle my seatbelt.
Good job. Drive home.
Yeah, we drive home. Okay, now I'm standing in my bathroom.
Oh.
I
would say in the
stepped a few
shower, it's
steps.
going to get messy.
Okay, so
It's
I want
liquid.
to get into the shower. I take this bottle of apple cider vinegar into the shower with me, and then action.
You shake it so
oh.
the mother is activated.
Like a Polaroid picture?
Yes.
Okay.
So then you're going to have a large cup with you. So think plastic
my
tumbler.
Lord.
It's
Now
just-
I gotta
you
go
have
back
it
to
in
the
your
store.
cupboard. No, it's in your cupboard.
I don't have a cupboard in my shower.
In your kitchen.
Oh,
So
now-
run from the shower to
I
the
have to
kitchen.
get out of the shower to the kitchen
Before
to
you
get a
get in the shower,
Okay.
get a cup because you need to put about 2 tablespoons in, or it's probably like 2
So
to
I need a measuring cup, or
No.
can I just willy-nilly just
You
throw
just-
it in there?
little bit.
Make sure you get mother in there, right?
Well, shake it. You've shook it.
Okay.
Put it in the cup. Fill the cup with warm water or water. I would prefer. Yeah, I
just
wouldn't
the
prefer
shower
cold.
water.
Use the shower water.
Yeah.
And then pour it through your beard, on your face, through your beard. Try not to swallow it. It won't taste good.
No, but you should though drink that every day.
you can just not. You can even do it not diluted, just a shot, straight.
Okay. Well, we'll get back to that.
And that
but
will help everything
help
that
your
we've talked
internal
about
care.
before. That's
Yeah.
right.
with your colon.
You want to let it sit for a little bit. It could tingle on your face. But what
Why?
apple cider vinegar does is restores your pH balance of your face.
pH balance for a woman, but made for a man.
Well, no, this is a gender neutral pH
okay.
balance.
Okay.
So what it'll do is it helps with the pH is what I said, but
Yes.
your hair strands.
Yes.
What are they? The follicle. The follicle itself. It will restore the pH from top to bottom, so it'll close it. It'll keep it more sealed and solid, and it also rinses out anything. It is a detox rinse completely.
So, might you suggest that this would be a good alternative to using shampoo
Absolutely.
because you don't have the harsh chemicals?
Right. No chemicals.
Oh.
The mother is all natural.
Oh, geez.
And it will also, it can stink, so you have to rinse it really, really good. It is more of a conditioner finisher rather than a shampoo, though. So while it is detoxing everything it touches, it's also, there's no scrubbing. It's just so it'll leave it shiny and smooth. Versus, I mean, you can also use baking soda as a no shampoo, a no poo shampoo, as they call it.
Poo.
No poo. A no poo shampoo. So baking soda diluted with water to a paste would also be something that would completely strip and cleanse out your beard. It can be a little drying, which means the apple cider vinegar with the mother
That's what
will
I'm
restore.
saying. That's the whole step I'm trying to do is eliminate the harsh stripping of, because you still want to keep some of the oils in there, but I also understand that after you use the cider vinegar technique and you rinse it out, you could replenish oils
Yes.
after you've, of course, dried your beard.
And rinsed really, really well. Rinse it out.
Rinse it.
The apple cider vinegar.
Yeah, you got to rinse it out because
Very
you don't want
well.
to be smelling. That would,
Like a basket of fries.
Yeah.
No, it's not malt vinegar.
What?
It's just apple cider vinegar.
Oh, well, get it right. You smell like grew up on an
It would
apple
be
farm,
funny.
Johnny Appleseed.
No, it doesn't really smell like apples. It smells like vinegar.
Oh,
So rinse. And then, yes, oils can go right over that, and it would be clean.
yeah. So then you could use a combination of like the oils you said, where you're using like a lemon or a lavender. What would the best base oil? I mean, because you're talking about with those scents, you're talking about those are your oil.
Those are the essential
essential
oils. So
That's
a
where I was
carrier
going.
oil.
Yeah, your carrier oil, which is that's the car. Now, that's the mechanism is how you get there.
Right.
So you want to put the passengers in the car.
Yes. So
Those
the
would
car
be
oil
oh yeah, real funny. That's not where I was going. But
will be. It could be your choice of. You personally said that coconut oil is not your favorite as
Yeah,
far as smell.
Well, coconut oil and I don't have a good symbiotic relationship. We don't mesh well together.
Right.
But like you said, there's a lot of. What kind of health benefits do you get from the coconut oil, though?
What don't you get from coconut oil? It is everything
I
about
can
it
tell
is
you-
fantastic for you.
Oh,
So again, the words that I can't say very well, like antibacterial, antifungal, antimicrobial,
beal,
that word,
microbial.
microbial. It's repairing. It runs such a close line with our pH balance that doesn't change much. So the breakouts
Wait,
aren't
RPH?
our
OUR pH.
OUR pH.
Our,
Our
not
pH
our pH.
balance.
Okay.
Oh yeah, well,
Yeah, now you
not
get
the
it.
letter R. I get
Yes,
it now.
there you go.
Our pH balance is so similar to coconut oil that it doesn't throw your skin off, and it shouldn't cause any disrupts like breakouts or anything
There's
underneath.
been cases of coconut oil taking people's skin off.
No, never.
Oh,
Don't make that up. It is not a chemical.
I know. All natural. That's
All
That's
natural.
why we like it.
It is. It's a good way to go.
Yeah, we don't like chemicals.
But if any oil, jojoba, macadamia
Spelled
nut,
with a J.
yes,
It's a silent.
2 J's.
Yes.
Yeah.
Jojoba.
Jojoba oil. Olive oil. Shoot, you can use anything that would be a...
Could you use vegetable oil? Could you use like...
canola oil?
Yeah.
Soybean oil? No. Those are processed
those are
differently.
for salad.
No, don't even eat them in your salad. It'll disrupt your gut.
Oh, because we're all about gut health, too.
Gut health is huge. Drink some bone broth. Rinse your beard with apple cider vinegar.
Oh, my Lord. You're taking this thing
so
way
much,
off the road.
You could do so much with it. But if any oil is not going to carry a smell or have any effects if you put the essential oils in it. I mean, it'll have all the effects, but it won't have the smell.
So, what I'm learning is if you suffer from I'm doing a playback here.
Good.
So you want to put a lot of chemicals in your body.
Oh my God.
Oh, it could
Called
be
Claritin D.
Oh, yes. I use the generic because it's cheaper.
Even better.
I know. And then, of course, you try to go into the pharmacy and they think you're a meth head because you're trying to buy it, so they have to show them your license. And
Yep.
It's all bullshit now any days. But
Chemicals.
I'm going to take a shower, apple cider vinegar.
Diluted. Rinse. Yes.
Rinse it out. When I get out of the shower, I can use a mixture of really loud guys.
Right.
And
Loud bad bar music.
Really loud guys, they'll get in there and they'll really, really mess it up.
They did.
and then they'll have another shot. But okay, so we're gonna get the apple cider vinegar in there to get that pollen and stuff out there, to strip all the crappy shit out of there. And then once we get out of the shower, we're gonna dry our beard really good, and we're gonna use a base oil of coconut oil mixed with our essential oils, such as I'm gonna use lavender.
Good pick.
That's a good pick.
Yes.
And then we might splash a little bit of eucalyptus.
Cypress. Oh, eucalyptus, even better.
Because that helps
Keeps
open.
airways open.
Keeps them open.
And calm. Lavender
Yes.
calms them. Eucalyptus opens them. You'll be good.
Yes. And then all that snot won't be free falling out of your nose.
Right. Nice.
You're
It
like-
shouldn't. It should calm it down.
Yeah, calm it down. Well, and because then on top of that, you're also taking your medicine. But
Yes. So I would say that the oils that you would put in, the essential oils, should go in at the beginning of the day. To whereas when you wash or rinse your beard out at night,
So you're
you
starting-
wouldn't necessarily have to put them back in. Just the carrier oil.
But what? Okay, well, the scenario we're going through here, and what I've been doing, my personal habit that I've been working on. I get up in the morning. I take my sinus medication. I take a shower. This will be the time when I wash my beard with just water. I rinse it out. Mm-hmm. Go to work. When I come home from work, either when I directly get home or right before I go to bed, is when I will take the shower, focusing mostly on washing my beard. So that will be when I use the soap. Now, if I was using soap instead of going the apple cider vinegar route,
you can
which
do
I
both.
have not yet, but would I be better off to put the oils on before I go to bed?
That would be personal preference. Because if you don't want that all while you're sleeping, which it's not going to hurt you.
No, I know.
Lavender helps you sleep. It's calming.
But yeah, it is. Yes, I agree. But my concern is
the stickiness.
or the fact that it's going to just sit in your beard all night because you're not going to be dicking around with it. Like, some guys are always like grabbing their... So you're getting, you have the oil in your beard. You're touching your beard. You're getting all the dirt from your hands in there. You could get the more effects out of the oils at night because it's just kind of sitting there absorbing in.
Yeah.
And like I said, my concern is putting the oil in before I go to work because then I have either, this is a good question, either the oil is going to hold the pollen, it's going to pull it in, and it's going to, will it hold it from it releasing up into my nose as I'm like moving around and my beard shakes? That's a possibility,
It
right?
is.
I guess I didn't really think of that. Because I was
didn't
more
either.
concerned that it was
Holding more and thus affecting you more.
Yeah.
Yes. Maybe it would trap it differently and not let it move upwards to the airways.
That is. But see, there's no expert that can really. I mean, as of right at this moment, we are the experts when it comes to this.
I think we sound pretty good.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we're covering a lot about it, but I guess you could kind of think of it in many different ways where it's either, like I said, just in developing this conversation here, I was more concerned that the oil was going to hold too much pollen in your beard, but then the more I thought about it, well, maybe the oil will calm down the effects of the pollen and trap it. So then at that point, when you go home, you're washing out the oil and the pollen.
And everything.
Now, is there a certain, is it the same way with the apple cider vinegar? Will that strip out those oils that you put in there?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
And I'm asking you stupid questions because I'm trying to make this relatable to someone who's really doesn't know anything about growing beards and stuff.
No
I'm
question.
Just trying to,
no question is stupid.
I know it's not, but I'm just trying to make it accessible for everyone.
Right on.
Because I could have a guy that, Rumpelstiltskin. Yeah?
You know a guy?
No.
Oh.
Oh, do you?
No.
Who's the guy who grew the long... Oh, no. Who's the guy that grew the long beard? That fell asleep for a long time.
Oh.
What the hell's his name?
It's Rumpelstiltskin.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Weaves the gold out of the...
I don't know. Okay, that was dumb. Let's forget that. But we could have a guy who has a very long beard that, he's been suffering from allergies for years and goes, oh my God. He has an epiphany by listening to this, being like, wow.
I hope so.
And then he decides that he's going to start this regimen, and then next thing he knows, he's not having as severe allergies. Or you could have a guy that's just new into growing stuff in that, hey, have a good night, Dan. But you could have a guy that's just started growing stuff and he's suffering from allergies and he learned something from this too. So I wanted to kind of cover any type of growth. Any type of facial hair growth, mustache, beard, or whatever, from guys that are just starting, or it could be like a dad, who isn't a beard growing. Or he is a beard growing guy, but he's just that. I trim my beard every couple of weeks. It affects everyone. A beard definitely affects allergies.
Yes.
Either in a good way or a bad way.
Yes.
And what I've learned from my professional experience is that a longer beard is more detrimental to allergies because it holds more pollen and can cause more problems, especially if you don't properly care for your beard throughout the day or throughout the week and get the things out of it that you need to get out of it. So,
yeah.
And do you have any other thoughts on this?
No, if we're going with a wide variety, essential oils are good for it all.
Yeah.
So beard or not, short beard, long beard, they should help seasonal allergies.
This is great. I like this.
Yep.
This is a great conversation.
How are you?
We're having hugging times.
It's my Chris.
All right, Emily. Well, I guess we can kind of end it there because I think we kind of covered everything I wanted to about this. This really wasn't anything super detailed, but it was a topic that I felt was, of course, number one, pertinent to the time of year because the allergies are really bad right now. We're still in the earlier stages of spring, but when I work outside every day, I see a layer of pollen all over everything. I'm coming home, and like I said, this year has been amazing, at least for me, because of my new grooming habits of cleaning my beard multiple times a day. My allergies have improved since, they actually really got worse once I did start growing my beard and it got longer. So with my experience, my beard has been nothing but a pain in the ass when it comes to allergies.
Right.
But
well, I'm glad this season it's actually working differently.
And I appreciate my doctor for bringing the thought up because I would have never thought about it. I mean, but like you said too, I mean, anything you research, you always are hearing, well, a beard or a mustache is good for filtering.
Right. That's all I could find. Right.
But it filters it, but it holds it.
Right.
And then if you're running around and you run into a wall or something, it just stirs up that...
Tufts it right into your nose.
Tough.
I like the idea of the oil holding onto it, though. I really do.
Yeah, I think
might
that
be
yeah.
it more so than the other.
I mean, that is something. I mean, that could be for next year. We could start off the season. I could try a whole different scenario of, and like you and I were discussing earlier too, another thing that annoys me is I almost wish there were more spray oils, because that to me is like easier to apply. And for me, like, I don't want to pour a bunch of oil in my hand, then rub it in and have to, that scenario just takes too long for me. I'd rather just spritz a couple things of oil in there, run a brush through it a few times, and I'm gone. I'm out the door.
Wham, bam.
And even in that scenario, you could carry it with you all day long and reapply.
Yeah.
I mean, it's super quick. You don't have to worry about getting in your hands. I mean, even though the oils are good for your skin too.
Yes.
And I swear by the fact that when I do use oils and I'm pouring them in my hand, my skin is at its most optimal health. But maybe next year I'll go for a test trial of a month of, I'll come up with Emily and I'll concoct a spray oil.
Perfect.
Eucalyptus.
Lavender.
Maybe a little bit of lemon.
A little bit of lemon.
Just a cypress.
Scotch, a little cypress.
little bit of cypress. A little bit.
That's right.
But and try that. I mean, see how that works. I could do a test for a couple weeks of spraying some oil in multiple times throughout the day to see if that calms down the
and
pollen.
if the dryness, if the counteracting from the washing, if it helps that.
Yeah.
More use of oil.
More oil. More gooder.
Oil. Less chemicals.
Yes. I love chemicals though. I can't get enough of them.
It's okay.
I know. It's okay.
Takes all kinds.
It takes all kinds of chemicals, right?
Usually.
Yeah.
Because none of them really work that well.
But they all do work really well, though.
No, they don't. You're taking everything I'm saying and going opposite with it.
No, I'm not.
Everything.
But everything you say, I'm going opposite
Black.
of.
White.
I'm not white.
I'm not white.
You're wearing black. I'm wearing blue.
Yes.
But you couldn't see that, though. All right, Emily. Well, I thank you very much for taking your evening out to sit with me and have a very thoughtful discussion about seasonal allergies and how us bearded guys have to deal with it. Because to honestly be true, I don't know if a lot of guys really know that their beards could be adding to their allergy problems. So
I think that's under the radar for
I know.
sure.
Well,
so now
hopefully
this.
We've opened a few eyes.
Yes. So let Scott know if anything works for
Yeah,
you.
oh, that's definitely true. Yeah, give me some feedback on this.
Would love to hear.
If you're suffering from allergies this time of year that are really bad, and you have a beard, email me, scott@thebeardcaster.com, and let's start a discussion about this and see if what I'm saying is true and the things I'm experiencing are true, and if they correlate with things that are going on with you or have been going on with you.
Or if you have something that works and
Yeah.
you've already worked with this and figured out that your beard is a cause of something, or what you've done to counter the allergies and your beard.
Yeah, absolutely.
With your beard.
Yeah, more feedback, the better for this, because, I mean, like I said, this is something that I've been dealing with for many years, and kind of my eyes were opened by my doctor, and I didn't really take it seriously until this year, and I am really just shocked. So, but all right, well, like I said, send some feedback. Thank you, Emily. And
Thank you. Absolutely.
And we'll be talking to you soon.
Right on.
All right, thank you.
Good night.
Goodbye. See you later. Cypress. And cut. That was really great. It was more of a brainstorming session, I think, once we kind of really started talking about stuff and just getting ideas out onto the table. And I'm really going to try to see if I can concoct a mixture of some oils and smells that I can put into a spray and actually use to suppress the pollen. So we'll let you know how it goes. And like I said in there, if you have similar situations or if you have different ideas or different experiences, please, by all means, email me. And, I'd love to know like what you do to combat your allergies, your seasonal allergies and stuff like that. Because like I said, I've suffered for so many years, and this is the first year. And once again, it is the worst year, quote unquote, as they say every year. But my symptoms, and I'm just not really struggling this year. So I don't know if it's the fact that I started taking my medication earlier, and the fact that I've been washing my beard twice a day and keeping it clean and trying to keep the pollen out of it. I mean, this all could be it. Who knows? Or maybe it's just not that bad of a year yet. I won't know for a couple months once my allergies are all kind of gone. So, but I appreciate you listening to this. And like I said, I hope that somebody, even if I help one or two people out, I hope someone gets some good benefit from this. So on that note, I'd like to, there's something I want to start pushing here a little bit on the Beardcaster. I'm not push on myself, but I am the Beardcaster, and I'd like to kind of discuss with you. But, I ask every episode for you to go out and tell a couple friends about my podcast, and I still would like that. I greatly appreciate that, but I'm going to start pushing my Patreon page because there's a lot of things that I would like to do this year, and it involves me trying to go to different events, trying to talk to different people, trying to go to different places, and I can't really do it without the help of you all out there. So it's pretty much just you go to, I'll put a link, the Patreon link, in the show notes. You can also find it on thebeardcaster.com. There's a link, Patreon. Just look for that, click on it. It'll take you to my Patreon page, and there you can make a donation if you choose. This is all up to you. If you get value out of my show, if you enjoy it and you want to give back to me, I would greatly appreciate it, but it's not anything that you have to do. I'm just asking for a little help from some people to help me raise a little bit of money here and there so I can do some traveling, so I can get some different guests, so I can go different places and cover different things that you might want me to cover. So, and like I said, email me, scott@thebeardcaster.com, if you have any ideas of things you want me to cover. If you're questioning something and you think I can help, drop me an email and I'll try to discuss it, and I'll try to work my way through it, or I'll try to find the right person to talk to try to get the answers that you're looking for. So that's what I'm starting to slowly learn, that this is what the show is kind of developing into. It's more about helping the bearded guys out there discover pretty much who they are, what they want to do, and how to go about doing it. And like I said, if you feel like you can donate $1 a month, that'd be awesome. If you want to do more, that's totally up to you. I have a couple different tiers in there, and I will be adding a bunch more over the next couple months. But, if you can, do it. If not, it's totally cool. I greatly appreciate it. Just keep listening, keep supporting the show that way. And I guess that's pretty much all I have to say about that. So I'd like to thank Waffender Whisker Oil, Brutal Beards, and Groomed Gorilla for their support to make the Beardcaster a better show. Once again, thebeardcaster.com. Go there for my social links, my social media links, and to be able to subscribe on either iTunes, Stitcher, iHeartRadio. There's multiple different places in there you can go check out the Beardcaster. There's streaming stuff there, so you can just listen immediately if you want. So, but on that note, I'm going to leave you all with a thank you, and I hope you learned something cool from this episode. It was an eye-opener for me, and thank you to Emily once again for all your help and all your knowledge. So thank you, everyone, and we'll see you next time. Ciao.